Well, there'll be a new name appearing on the trainers list at Club Menangle on Saturday night in the shape of Victorian mentor Lachlan Prothero. Here on a fact-finding mission, I caught up with Lachlan to discuss this move north of the border. Lachlan, good to catch up with you as far as this fact-finding mission to Club Menangle kicks off on Saturday night.
Yeah, it does. We've got Good Time Matty in the mares race. Waiting for fields. We might have two go around Thursday or Friday, so we'll just wait and see.
Unfortunately for Good Time Maddie, despite her consistency, she's up against My Moonlight Dream, which is going great guns for Seaton Grimer. Also a couple of other nice horses in there. Maria Alagonda, we're hoping she can bounce back. And we know the rider's been going exceptionally well for Sophia Arvidsson.
Yeah, they have. Sort of first week we'll just see where she's at against these Menangle horses. Her form says she's up to it. She's around 56 on a 800 metre track, and been racing some pretty nice horses.
Yeah, you've been racing consistently, your team, as far as Mildura is concerned. It's a huge difference between the two tracks.
It is, definitely. We've probably got three we brought up, probably aren't our very top ones. We've got a real nice horse on the way back, but we thought we'd bring these three up just to see where they fit in up here and give us a gauge of what sort of horses we need.
As far as moving from the Mildura to the Menangle track, do you train a horse any differently or just continue on as what you do?
I think we'll just continue on. The racing's a bit different in the fact that it's constant at speed, but just the way we work them, I really think will benefit being up here. We train a lot on just being really tough and just they never get tired sort of thing.
25 years of age, you're 6 years into your training career, already with over 100 winners, so you're following in Dad's footsteps, Andrews, very well.
Yeah, definitely. I've been fortunate to have some really good owners back me through my 6 years, the likes of Danny Zavastenos and Emilio Rosati and Mary. A privilege to train for both those people. It's great to have those sort of owners back your stable, and it's been really good for the first 6 years.
And despite only being 6 years into your career, having good owners is all important.
Oh, it is definitely. Very lucky to have good owners around me. We've been lucky to have some really nice horses through the stables, the likes of Ego Dan, who came up here after we had him. Like, he was brilliant. He sort of put me on the map as a trainer, and I couldn't thank Danny anymore.
What about the driving ranks? You decide not to go around?
Yeah, no, I've never really been interested in driving. I've always wanted to train all along. Just found that more interesting and more of a challenge. Like, every horse is just a new template, and you've got to tinker around with gear until you can get the best results.
And how many horses do you have in your stable?
We've got about 10 at the moment, which is about normal for this time of year. And then we start ramping up leading into summer. We sort of cut back over the winter and ramp up to probably about 20 over summer.
And what other horses are you here with apart from a Good Time Maddie?
We've got Who's Watching Lily. She's a little 50 rated mare. She's only been in the stable for probably about a month now. She's nice enough for that sort of grade, so I think she'll do a good job around the Penrith and the Newcastle area. And Wildcard, he's an ex-Kiwi horse that we've probably had for about 6 months now, and he's consistent when he gets the right run.
It's nice to have horses on different levels that you can take to the various tracks.
Yeah, it is. That's one thing when I looked at coming up here for 5 weeks, that's one thing I wanted, to have horses at different levels, because my big thing is, I think if you concentrate on having just Menangle horses, you sort of don't know what you need for those other tracks.
You mentioned you're here for 5 weeks with a view to the future and maybe a permanent move?
Yeah, definitely. We came up yesterday and looked up at some properties, ex-Gallop property out at Freeman's Reach. So it was really good to have a look at that, and we'll discuss terms with them in the next sort of few weeks and look to come up here permanently.
A very important decision and stepping stone as far as your career is concerned.
Yeah, it is definitely. So Mildura's, you sort of race the same horses week in, week out. You got the same trainers there every week. So to sort of take that next step now that I've had 6 years under my belt and trained 100 winners, sort of match it with the best, I've got to make the move.
Also, this property you're looking at, apart from being ideally situated as far as harness horses are concerned, it's also got the room there to pre-train gallopers.
Yeah, it does. It was the property was leased by pre-trainer did all of Annabelle Neesham and Byrne Baker's pre-trainers. So they had about 100 in work there. So it's a big property, got the capacity to have plenty of horses there, and that's what we'll be looking to do if we come up, get some pre-trainers, get some agistment horses, and then have a sort of team of pacers as well.
Lachlan, there seems to be a number of harness racing trainers now going in that direction. Ryan Sanders, in an interview just a few weeks ago, was mentioning that Shane's now also got a property that is just out of this world, but also the important side part about it is that they can pre-train gallopers.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's, especially for us, is the way to go. Like, we've got a few friends in Victoria that do some pre-training of gallopers for Lindsay Smith. So they sort of got us into it, and that's the way, I think, the way to go to just capitalise on them, and like they race for phenomenal prize money, so they can pay the big bucks to get them pre-trained.
Well, Lachlan, it's been good to catch up with you. I look forward to the next 5 weeks and seeing how your career unfolds here at Club and Angle. Look forward to that first interview as a winner.
Thank you, Mike.